Nobody's here. At least not yet. Oh, there we go. Wow, now there's people here. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Memorial Day weekend. I don't know if you say happy or what you're supposed to say, but I'm glad it's Memorial Day. 3-day weekend. It has been a while. It's been a long time. I got a lot of stuff I had to do. I was gone last weekend celebrating a birthday, so we're back though. We're ready for this weekend. Coke 600. Actually, practice is going on right now. I kind of regret missing it, but couldn't really think of a better time to do this because Saturdays are always busy. So I don't want to try and squeeze it in there when I may not have the ability to do it. So yes, absolutely a moment of silence there. The sacrifice on that every soldier that has paid that sacrifice made. I think there's a lot of people that take that for granted and don't realize the freedoms we have due to that. And yeah, just a moment of silence. That's all you can do. Anyway, who's my pick for the Indy 500 and the Coke 600? Well, I got to look at practice, but I got Kyle Larson in the 600. And then for the Indy 500, I think Rossi is my pick. I got to go with my favorite, but I just think this is going to be a year where it's going to be kind of strategic, and you got to have a guy aggressive enough to go get it. Colton Herta is another one. I like Colton Herta this year. He's been really aggressive. So good to see you, Jake. Welcome back in. Today, it's sponsored by Rum and Coke because it's a Friday and I can drink what I want. So, all right. So today, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at some of the new arrivals that came in. Hope I got the right screwdriver. Otherwise, I think I left it on the other bench. But regardless, let's see what's in here for today. Okay, that's a good one. What's this one? Yep, that's a good one. I'm just picking out the boxes right now. We got some 164ths in for you guys, or 164th collectors. I bet you'll be loving to see those. And some 2021s that came in. So I made sure to pick up a few because I always want to have some 2021s available. I'm going to try and do something a little different here in the next few weeks. Maybe hopefully over the weekend I'll get some stuff set up. But the goal is we're going to get the membership stuff set up so that you guys can get discounts and also have access to some good bargains on stuff. So that's what I'm hoping to do here. Did I get the Byron 164th? Yes, I did. I actually have it sitting to my right. I got a pair of them in, and I was waiting for the 124th, which looks like it's a ways away. Let me grab it quick. But what I'm hoping to do is be able to offer the 164ths as a bundle because they're just so darn small. It's hard to justify the shipping cost of one of them. But if you can get 10, 12 at a time, it's not so bad. So that's why I want to do the membership stuff. Yes, RPM lead in practice. Now, to be fair, guys, it is practice. So before we go too far, yeah, we got to. Oh wait, sorry. No, not the Byron Homestead car in Exalta. Nope, it's the Byron first win from Daytona last year. But yeah, I saw that Jones was leading practice, so it's a good start for sure. Let's see, what's this one? Well, that can't be right. Huh. That's not right. I got one that's a little goofy. Let's see, what's the next one? Okay, now I'm really confused. Yeah, practice has been missing. Unfortunately, with the rules package, the practice really doesn't mean that much because it only goes off a fast lap. Okay, so yeah, I got a number of cars here to show. I don't know if I have any duplicates. I do have a few that are for the site only, so we'll go ahead and take a look and see what's all inside. But let me connect my charger here so I don't have any issues with the battery. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, let's see here. Recommended your website to a fellow small NASCAR YouTuber. Well, that's awesome. I'd love to be able to offer one. Well, if he depends on what he collects, but offer discounts for free advertising, or not free advertising, but for advertising. I'd gladly do that because I would Hey, I've been here, man. Did I get the Kyle Busch Thank You Heroes car? Is it the Skittles one? Because I think I did. Let me look. If it's not the Skittles one, I don't think I have it. But if it is, let me read the side quick. No, that's just the 2020 Skittles car. I don't think I have that one, no. So I don't think I got that one in yet. His YouTube name is Dale Davis. Okay, I'll have to check him out. You should get sponsored by Lionel. Well, I can't. Well, technically I could because I do offer Lionel's products, right? I mean, that should count, right? I should do. I like the idea of a stop motion series, but that would be far too much time. I can barely keep my my regular videos organized. However, I do really want to. I really want to do a downhill thing. I think Eric Estep did one a while back, but I've always wanted to put up a downhill course that can handle up to 4 cars at a time, and I want it to work with both 187 and 164th scale cars. So I got to work on building something when I have obviously the space, but that's what I'm hoping to do. So that's kind of the goal. I don't think it'll be overly dressed up, but I want to be able to offer or do that race where it can do stuff like modern cars versus throwback cars, and then I can do different events to kind of promote the new cars that come out. So it sounds fun to me, but that's kind of my goal. Anyway, I'm gonna need another drink because I've been talking. Hopefully I don't down it too fast. What's my opinion on the price hike? To be honest, I'm not surprised. I'd like to say I'm up in arms and stuff, but to be honest, even in where I work full time, I know that price hike was coming. The price of metal, steel for just us doing the agriculture wheels that I ship for my full-time job, they've gone up like 50% in the last year. So if they didn't have a price hike, I would have been surprised. Like it's just economics at this point. The materials cost more, getting things back and forth costs more. There's inflation, and unfortunately, it's just kicking our butt. So it's not really Lionel's fault. They did nothing wrong. This is just a factor of the world right now. Again, I would love to see it where it didn't have to take such a hike, but at the same time, it's not that far out of line from the rest of the world. They're kind of right on par, unfortunately. It's just unfortunately a situation of the time. So, but anyway, let's get into the first one. So I'm going to show off the 4 164s that came in today, and then I'll show you the Byron win first, actually. This was the one that I think you were asking about. This is the 164th Byron Daytona win. Can I? I can actually get it open. So let me pop this thing open so you can see something cool, because I thought this was absolutely awesome. But here's the Byron Daytona win, and you can see the spoiler. Look at that detail on the spoiler. You can actually see they've kind of got the extended looking spoiler on there. That looks really cool. I'm actually really happy with that. I think that looks awesome. But yeah, so it's the race detailed version. You can see there's the right side's where you got some scrapes. You can kind of see the right side being scraped up. But yeah, I mean his first ever race win, so I think that's pretty cool. I think I got a pair of these, but unfortunately 164s just don't work as well on my website just because of how they list. That's why I kind of want to be able to bundle them, so that way, like I said, you 164th collectors, I'm sure you'd rather get like 6 to 7 at a time, not just get one, because that way they can ship better. So that's kind of what I was hoping to do. But here's another one that came in. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we can look this one too. So you can pop this open. This is the Spencer Boyd Talladega car, I believe. But this is the Plan B car. I love this paint scheme. I think it looks really, really cool. You can see Plan B sales on the hood. You can see number 20 and all that down the left side. Bunch of names back here. I don't even know if they're legible. Those are so small. I'm sure they're legible on the 24th scale. Then there's our right side. So we'll look at the 24th scale when it comes in. But this is a good Spencer Boyd truck for the downhill series whenever I start the truck one. Because I do have a decent amount of trucks. Not quite enough yet. I got a few more I kind of want to get. So I have a good number of them. But yeah, so we're getting closer. But that's I think that's a pretty cool car. So let's see here. Scoops that back in the box. And I do have a pair of them, so I'm going to try and put a bundle together for you guys, like 2020 Cup guys, 2020, you know, stuff like that. Joey Logano, I'm not even going to pull this out of the box. It's his 2020 car, same thing as always. You got Logano on the front and rear windshield. I'm not sure if that's normal. I actually haven't paid attention to the 2021 cars that much, so it does have Logano on the front windshield. Some of the other ones still had Cup Series because they didn't really know what they were doing yet, but So we got another 2021 in. Also, we got Harvick's 2021 Hunt Brothers car in. That's a very empty-looking car. Again, Harvick on the front and rear window. So I'm thinking that's just this run of them will have that because I believe the other car has that as well. But very, very bland. I don't know. Harvick cars to me are just, they're not that impressive. There's a couple that are good. Not that one, though. And then Kyle Busch, they brought in the Interstate Batteries car. There's a good-looking car here. So you can see right there, the Lightning looks great. And then Kyle Busch on the front and rear window. So they did get that updated. I think it looks good, but we'll have, hopefully I want to, as I said, I want to put a group of 2021 cars together. So that way you can kind of get a big bundle of 2021 cars. The Byron 124th is shipping June 9th. I have the dual auto, so I'm not sure when that's coming in. But I may get some basic 124th Elites for the website, maybe some ARCs. But generally, that's kind of where I stick. So you got that Kyle Busch today as well. Well, yeah, I mean, if I got it in the mail, maybe that means you're in the same zip code type area. Or not zip code, but region. So we're going to start with probably my favorite, and unfortunately, the one that's not going on the website because I couldn't get any of them. And so I'm doing an inspection, but realistically, it's my own personal inspection because I, like I said, if I could get more for my site, I would have gotten a few of them, but they were completely sold out, and I couldn't get a hold of any more of them. But this car is Chase Elliott's 2020 Napa Champion car in Elite. I would have loved to have gotten my hands on a couple of these for you guys, so I could have offered them on my site because they look great. I just, I was late to the party, unfortunately. So there you can see it. We got the NASCAR Cup Series logo on the roof in huge letters. I will say there's a little blue on this roof flap, which is kind of weird. It's not just in the gap. So there's a little blue spot in there. I'm not sure if that's all decal based. That's one thing about this huge logo is it's really, I mean, it's huge. So it really is a little wonky with logo as far as making sure it's spaced right, but it still looked good. Obviously, the neon yellow number 9, the Camaro front end from the 2020 season. Is that a scuff? A little paint mark, nothing bad. Right side again, the neon yellow number 9, Napa Auto Parts, and we obviously have the trunk and hood and roof flaps. So this one is going to go alongside of 3 other cars. It's going to go alongside his Rookie of the Year car, his Xfinity Championship car, and his Xfinity Rookie of the Year car. I have all 3 of those cars. So I'm going to put this one right up alongside him. It's going to be a great spot for it, and that's exactly where I'm going to want it. So the thing looks awesome. I like it. 5 wins on the season, championship and all. But I think for sure one thing, just the yellow number really does set this one apart. I think it's cool. So it'll go great with the championship set, but it'll also good with those chase sets. So I almost know I got to figure out if I only which set it gets to sit with. Does it sit with the chase cars or does it sit with my championship cars? Because I got both, and usually the championship cars are ARC. So maybe I got to get an ARC too. Nah, not yet. We gotta slow our numbers down first. But that car looks awesome. I'm really, really happy with it. The one thing I didn't show you guys yet was the card, because it does come with a stat card, so you can see it. There we go. Oh, I dropped it. I almost dropped it, I should say. There we go. Cool looking card, too. Chase Elliott, 2020 Cup Series champion, 5 wins, 15 top 5s. That's pretty solid. 22 top 10s, average finish of 11.7, start of 9, laps completed 9. So about 400 laps, kind of a lot. And he led over 1,000 laps last year, so that's pretty cool. And then you get to the back, and it says Elliott adds family legacy with his first Cup Series championship. So, youngest driver since Jeff Gordon in '95 to win a championship. That's also cool. But yeah, so I mean, this is going to be a great one to go, like I said, right alongside those other 2 championship cars, or the other championship car and the 2 Rookie of the Year cars. Those are all elite as well, so that's why this one will for sure go with that set. I might get an ARC for my to go with the other set, just so I have it as a complete set still. But I'll have to debate on that, honestly, so I'm not sure yet. But another good ad for my collection for sure. Now here's one you guys might actually really like. Where is it? This one. This one, I have no idea what's inside. I can't wait to show you guys what's on this box. Let me read some chats here. I got the dual autograph. Let's see. You got the dual autograph. Wait, what? I got the dual autograph standard finish elite. That's what I got from Lionel on the why am I forgetting his name? On the William Byron car. I try to get the first wins in dual autograph, or at least the autograph if I can. So I recently picked up Cole Custer's dual autograph car. I also have Christopher Bell's, Michael McDowell's. I don't have Alex Bowman's and some of the older guys, but more recently I've tried to get, for at least the first win of the year, or not first win of the year, the first win for a guy, I want to get the autographed edition just because. As I said, it's not an essential, like it has to be that way. I just kind of like to, so. All right. Oh, okay. You really wanted the dual autograph and the Galaxy finish. I see what you're saying. Yeah, the Galaxy, I don't know if they sold out or not. So you might be able to get a hold of one of those, but the dual autos, I think, are going to be tough. Oh, yeah, that's true. He did crash early at Dover in a 400-lap race. He also crashed out a couple of other races, which are very, very minimal. What have you missed? You missed me unboxing the Chase Elliott Championship car. So that's all you missed so far. Kyle, Texas win, delayed till October. Ooh, that's going to be a fun car, too. So I do have a couple extras of those coming. So my site will have a few. So that's my goal. I want to have a couple of good ones for my site. Anyway, here's the reason I want to do this one. Brad Keselowski, Chevy Goods, Darlington Standard. What? So I'm not sure what this is. My guess, either a Brad car or the Alex Bowman Chevy car. We're going to find out. I think it's an ARC. It's a little lighter. I can just feel it. But, there we go. A little solid. Yep, so it's an ARC. Let's do our inspection here. It looks like it is Brad's car. So it's a Brad car. It just has a weird label on it that says Chevy Goods. Can't really explain that one. So let's go ahead and take a look at this car and make sure it looks all good and golden. We'll have a review on all these later because I also will have an Elite of this one to show. And I believe this is also his 2020 car, or his 2021 discount car. They kind of stuck with it. Let's see. Looks good down the left side. Goodyear throwbacks look good. Trunk is solid. Playoff spoiler. DIN 118. Hood looks good. Roof looks good. Oops. Let's see. Right side. I don't see any bubbles or anything. It looks pretty good on this side. Yeah, pretty good over there. Pretty good over there. Yep, I think it looks pretty solid. I don't see any major flaws on this guy, so pretty good. Good enough to pass my inspection at least. You know, it may not be perfect if I was getting really nitpicky, but I don't think anyone has the time to be that nitpicky, especially in today's standard. So that one will pass inspection. It's going to the back to the shelf for the website. So I'll have some more goodies for the website. I keep talking about the website, but I haven't mentioned yet that I am setting up and working on setting up a Patreon. And the Patreon is basically instead of the YouTube memberships. The reason for that is I think it's easier for me to communicate through Patreon than it is through YouTube, and that's how I want it to be because I need to be able to communicate with the members. So I haven't done it on YouTube because I really want to be able to message directly to people. I need to be able to talk because especially when it comes to discounts and things like that, I really want to be able to talk to people directly, and you really can't do that on YouTube. So I will be setting that up. I've been working on it. There's going to be 3 tiers: Gold, ARC, and Elite. I thought that was kind of fun. So those are going to be the 3 different tiers that I'll be working on, and I think it's going to be set pretty low. I think I set them at Kane numbers, so it was like 5, 9, and I think the last one was, I can't remember, 20, not even 20. I can't remember. But anyway, I know the first ones are 5 and 9 for Kane because, you know, that's my channel, man. But yeah, that's the plan for that. So it's definitely coming along, but we got a little more work to do, or I got a little more work to do. You guys don't have to do anything. You can just sit back and enjoy. So the next car we're looking at is going to be a throwback, and in my opinion, this is one of the best throwbacks, possibly the best, just in terms of paint scheme. And here we go, the Alex Bowman 2020 Jimmy Johnson throwback. The metallic blue makes a return. The silver makes a return. It's just gorgeous. Look at this car. Oh, the beautiful of it. It's just so beautiful. I mean, what a good-looking race car. The 88, you know, obviously that was 48, but still, you got the black paint scheme. I mean, this is the car I got to see in Daytona when I was down there for just vacation. It was not during a race or anything. I just got to see it in the museum, but it was when he won the race in 06. So I did get to see this car, or this paint scheme, in Victory Lane, or not in Victory Lane, but in the museum. So that was always something that stuck in. I always wanted that car, so obviously I got it now, but you can see we've got Chevy Goods. Oh, man. What's that? Is that a... What is that? It's an orange speck. It's a dot. It's a silver dot. I'm not really sure what it's for. Anyway, it looks like it's a decal dot. But anyway, it's a dot on there. Luckily, I don't have to worry. This one's from my personal collection, or at least one of them is. I think I have a second one that's going on the website because it's a beautiful car, so I definitely recommend this one. It is just a good-looking race car. It was a good-looking paint scheme, and it's a good-looking paint scheme now. So, Bowman 88, I'm going to set that off to the side just in case I do have a second one that I need to show off. But it passes my inspection with an asterisk. It's not bad. I got to find out if that's standard, though, to have that mark on there. All right, so there we go. Next one here is Brad Keselowski's Discount Tire Throwback Elite. So same one we looked at earlier, just with the Elite car instead of the ARC. And let's go ahead and take a look and do some inspecting. Looks like there's a speck on the number. Wiped right off. Little mark down there. That also wiped off. I don't see any major paint flakes. Anything like that yet. Trunk looks fine. Front looks good. Right side looks pretty good. I think we're solid. So, yeah, another good car. Din is 83, so... there we go, another Brad car. This one's on the site. I'm not going to be keeping one of these unless he wins in it, obviously. But otherwise, I'm mostly a race win guy. I've made my decision. That's going to be my way to go. So, but yeah, so I'll have the ARC and the Elite available on the site. At least one of each. I think I just have one of each. For now, at least. So I'll have those on there. Promo code RaceCraze for free shipping on anything over $25. And then the other thing is, what I was going to mention about Patreon, is anyone that is in, I believe, the second or third tier, so it's the 9 or higher, will be able to get a discount code, which will be even more than the free shipping. So that's something that I'm also working on setting up. Let's see, next one here is going to be a solid... Yep, this is another, so this is the one, or at least one of them for the website here. There we go. So there's another one for the website. This is the Alex Bowman Elite again. So we're just going to do a paint scheme inspection on here to make sure it all looks good. Hopefully it does, because it's a really good looking car. Said these just came out this week, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Left side looks good. Let's look at the front. Pretty good up front. I don't see any flaws there. Let's go to the right side here. Yeah, no mark on the right side up here, so I'll keep the one with the mark because it doesn't bother me too much, and then that way whoever gets this one gets a real good one. This is actually a really good one. DIN number 26. There we go. So yeah, this one is actually in like perfect, pristine condition, so this is a good one. But this one will go up on the site there, so that's a good one there. What a nice looking car. That's awesome. But definitely going to recommend that one. That's a good-looking car. That might be one of the best throwbacks of the year. All right, so we'll get that one back in its box and ready to go up to the well, actually, I got to get pictures first for the website. Anyway, what I was saying about the Patreon stuff is that I will be able to basically submit discounts and things through Patreon because it's a technicality is what it is. But anyway, it'll basically allow me to say, bundle, say, like 10 of the 1/64ths, which are regularly $7 or $8.99 a piece. And I can say, basically, you can get 10 for 60 or 65, which is $6.50 a piece, a lot better. A lot better price when it's all said and done, because that way I can basically give you guys the rewards for supporting the channel, and that's what I really want to do. I want to, basically reward people who support the channel for, especially as long as a lot of you guys have been here. So, anyway, that's what I'm working on. So we're getting closer. Now, I'm getting one of those to make a Daytona 500 Rec Custom. Oh yeah, Brad's. I see what you're saying. Oof, that's an expensive custom, man. Let's see. Who do I think is the most underrated driver in the Cup Series currently? Got to be underrated. That's the biggest thing. Because right now, most of the good guys are in the big teams. Let's see. Chris Buescher is pretty underrated. I will say, I think Chris Buescher is pretty underrated. McDowell's okay underrated. I mean, he's definitely had a better year this year than last year. Daniel Suarez is kind of underrated. I don't think people realize how good that team has really performed speed-wise. But I'm trying to think of a guy that is kind of consistently undervalued for what they bring. Austin Dillon. I'm going to say Austin Dillon. I think he is criminally underrated. I think people kind of look at the silver spoon thing and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I mean, he gets the job done. That's all I can say. He has done a good job of getting the job done. Kurt Busch is another one. Yep, I'll definitely say that. Jones, yep, I think Jones was criminally underrated at Gibbs. I think that was just unfair the way that they stuck him with the same crew chief and never even tried a swap, because I think a swap would have done him a lot of good. Bowman, if Bowman's performance wasn't so bad, because he's probably been the 4th out of 400 cars for most of the year, he just snuck 2 wins out of it. But on speed and running position, he's generally been 4th out of 4. So, I can't say he's super underrated still, but yeah, that would be more my view on it. So, anyway, last one here on the 124th that we got for tonight is the Trevor Bayne number 40 Plan B sales truck. This is one that I used to, and I say I used to because I just kind of recently got off it, but I used to collect every single Plan B sales car. But they have sponsored so many cars and trucks in the last year, I literally cannot keep up anymore. It's just not going to be possible. So this is a beautiful paint scheme though. And so is Carson Hocevar's car. So there's a lot of really cool Plan B cars, but man, they've run so many paint schemes the last 2 years. It's ridiculous. I don't even think it's possible to keep up anymore. There's just so many of them. But sadly, feel Matty D. I think there's some underrated there for Matty D. I feel like they are in need of a crew chief change. They have had too many races where they've been just painfully slow and made no gains, and that to me is a problem. You can start slow, but you got to end better than you showed up, and they haven't done that, and that to me is grounds for making a change at the crew chief spot. I never like to call for people's firings, but I just think that a change is needed to try and go forward. That's just my opinion on it, of course. So nothing's official. Let's see here. Most overrated. Okay, most overrated driver in Cup currently. Let me think here. I would like to say Christopher Bell. Oh, Bubba. Well, it's a mix. I think Bubba's pretty overrated with media hype. I will say that much, because they're trying to give the attention to the Michael Jordan team. I get that. But the amount of attention definitely doesn't justify the performance. That's for sure. Briscoe, I would say, is not overrated. I mean, he's a rookie right now, and he's at the worst team of the Big Four. So I'll never throw a rookie into the bus quite that badly. I think overrated would still be, I think, Christopher Bell right now. I mean, I need to see. I mean, he's with Adam Stevens. Kyle Busch won championships in a lot of races. He should be a lot more consistent. So I'm definitely going to put that list on there that until Christopher Bell is running with the other 3 Gibbs cars consistently, because he's generally not at the same pace. He reminds me of Eric Jones, where he can sneak a win out once in a while, but he's not the fast guy on the track, especially at the end of the race. So, and he's got Adam Stevens, so we know that crew chief can win. Almirola is not overrated. He's he's valued appropriately, would be the best way to put it. No, nobody thinks he's super great, but nobody thinks he's super terrible. So he's right where he belongs. Let's see here. I don't know if Stewart overrated every single one of his drivers, but Harvick. No, I think Stewart's crew chief selections have been mediocre at best, because Rodney Childers is a genius, but the rest of them seem like meh. What do I think of Austin Cindric? Can't stand him on the track, but I think he's a really good person. I listened to the Glass Case of Emotion this week, so he just sounds like he's just a regular dude. I think he's pretty he's going to be good to fans. Everything, he's going to be fine. I just think he's I don't like his on the track stuff. I think there's too many times he's hyper aggressive, and he'll basically pull a classic Penske move of, I'll overdrive it at your expense and you'll have to pay for it. And my main example of that is how he won his first truck race at Canada, where he just flat out dumped Kaz Grala and basically said that was how he was going to win the race, is by dumping him. And it wasn't even the final corner. He dumped him halfway over on the other side of the track. He sailed it off way too hard in the corner and just sent him. And I didn't like that. I don't like any time you just say, I don't want to race the guy, I'm just going to throw him off the track. Not a fan. So that's my opinion. But all these drivers are good people. I should say all, most. I haven't seen too many that are total, jack wagons. But yeah. As far as driving style, he's similar to Logano, which I don't like. So let's see. What do you think of Byron this year? I think Byron's been surprisingly consistent and surprisingly competitive. However, I have not been thrilled with the lack of race-winning speed. However, it's still a massive step forward from last year. That's the biggest thing. Huge, huge step forward. So, what is that? Gralla to full-time. Okay, I couldn't. I was having trouble reading that. It was Gralla 2, and I was like, what is Gralla 2? Anyway, do I think Moffitt can sneak a win and make the playoffs? No. I would like to say yes at a plate track or a road course or something, but this is my biggest issue with what they've done. They don't take advantage of pit strategy to try to get up front. That's what you're going to have to do to win. They can have good cars that are good, but if you want to win, you got to take a chance. I mean, look at how some of these guys win races. I was watching the 2016 Indy 500, and Alexander Rossi won that race because their crew chief said, "You know what? We're taking a chance." Or team strategist. They don't call them that in Indy, but the team strategist said, we're going to save fuel, and we're going to be the only one that makes it, and that's how we're going to do it." And they stuck with it, and they won. And that's what you have to do. You have to have some guts to say, you know what? This may blow up in our face, but we're going to try. And I will say, the guy that I think will do that in Cup this year potentially is Daniel Suarez. Travis Mack has been uber aggressive on strategy, and I love it. So I'm really excited to watch that 99 car for the rest of the year. Ben Rhodes is honestly my least favorite driver of the top 3 series. I could say that. The dude has no brake pedal. That's why he'll never get above trucks. He's got talent. He can drive a car, but man, he has no brakes. It's like he just doesn't know when to ease up a little bit and have a little patience. It's just like, if a guy's in front, they're getting hit. Like, man, that is so frustrating. Let's see here. You getting a Jimmy Johnson IndyCar or a Cadillac DPI? Definitely not the DPI. Way too much money compared to what else I could get at the same time. However, I will be getting an IndyCar to show. Yeah, if Brad goes to Roush, I think DiBenedetto could end up in the 2, and that's what I hope. I really hope DiBenedetto gets a chance with a good crew chief, because I think that the potential's there. I don't think Greg Irwin is very good. Have you guys seen the I Am Athlete podcast with NASCAR drivers? They're enjoyable, I reckon. Yeah, so I've seen a few of them. Let's see here. The Kyle Busch one I loved. Kyle Busch he fits in with athletes. You know, alpha male, trash talk, kind of, not trash talk, but, you know, open up honesty, will trash a guy, you know, not super, you know, concerned or worried about every little thing he says. So Kyle Busch one was good. Dale Jr.'s one was pretty good, but not quite as good as the Kyle Busch one. Do I got time to make a custom? Well, I don't know, something like this. Is this the kind of custom you're thinking? Something with this car right here? I mean, I can think about a car like this. It's a good-looking car and all. I just got to figure out how I can turn this into a custom, you know, with a pin like that. So I might have to think about that. But let's see. Do I also wish NASCAR went back to practice and qualifying full time? I enjoyed the build-up to the race weekend. Yes, I would like them to go back, but only if the fans can be there. Because the fact is, practice is great for the fans to just see cars on track, and also it's good for driver exposure. My personal opinion, what NASCAR would be probably in their best shape to do is to go to one practice session and one fan session. So instead of doing an hour of practice and another hour of practice and then qualifying and race, you go with an hour of practice and an hour of fan zone, quote unquote, where they basically just go, you know, interact with fans. Like reward the fans for showing up. I mean, it's already a lot. I'm not saying they don't already do a lot, but I just think that would be a huge deal. For the fans at the track to have an opportunity to know, if I want to get my favorite driver's autograph, I can get it. Because if it's only an hour, guess what? If you're a fan, you're not going to something signed by all 43 guys or all 40 guys. You're going to get one, maybe two. And that's good. That's okay. Because that means when you show up to the track and you're a die-hard fan of this guy, you know, if I wait in line, I can get him to sign something. And that's a big deal. So that's my opinion on it. I think that would be the best way for both fans and drivers. I mean, maybe the drivers wouldn't like it quite as much, and maybe they can find a better way to do it, but that's just my idea. Is there any tracks that are good with the tall spoiler? No. Tall spoilers are trash. I shouldn't even say that. Tall spoilers aren't always the problem. Little motors are the problem. No way. Do I consider Memorial Day weekend the peak of the racing season? I mean, you have to. The Indy 500 is the biggest racing event in America. Sorry, Daytona 500. The Indy 500 is bigger. It is more historic, 100 and some runnings of that race. It's international, far more international competition there. So I love the Daytona 500, but man, Indy 500 right there. That's the biggest race, and I hope to get there someday, but only if it's a full crowd. I ain't going to no half crowd. I will see the full crowd. I got to experience it the real way. Let's see, Daytona 500. Yeah, that's what this is going to be. This is going to be a Daytona 500 car. I'm going to literally take my Daytona 500 car and basically side by side and just start turning this one into a Daytona 500 car from 2008. The confetti is probably going to be the hardest part on this car, but I'm going to add the pin with it, and then I'm going to see if I can get a guy to make me a custom box so that it's going to be just kind of its own unique piece. So it's not going to be easy. Not going to be super cheap. I shouldn't say super cheap. It's not going to be like, $300 or something. It's going to be, what an average custom ends up being with modifications. But just the fact that I can, try my hand at some customizations and get a real cool car with a cool pin. So, but that's what I'm going to do. As I said, my biggest one is I have to use gold foil confetti for the top, but I'm going to make it smaller so it's the correct size, because I think on that die cast they were too big. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to try that, and we'll see how this turns out. I think it's going to look pretty good when it's all said and done. But that'll be one of the things I have on my list. Let's see here. Yes, there is somebody on Facebook. I actually haven't messaged him yet. I saw him on one of the Facebook groups, so I have to message him about getting a custom card for this one. And I believe either he or somebody else does custom boxes. So I had to see what the cost is and find out if it's worth it. Because if it's like way too expensive, I'm not gonna do a custom box. But we'll have to just see. I'll have to let Justin know, because I'm making this for Justin Striff. So he's already wanting this car. So I told him I'd make this into a 500 win for him, and then I'll have to see, because if the cost of the box is say like $40, if he doesn't want to pay $40 for the box, then we'll just use the old box. That's fine by me. So it's kind of up to him what he wants, how much he wants to put into it, because it's you don't want to go too off the rails with details that aren't quite as big a deal. I think the pin and the car customization is peak, but he just see any box. I don't think he wants to pay $40 for a box, but if it's like $10, it might be worth it, just because it makes the car pretty cool for a set. But anyway, Eric Jones is fastest in 600. Yes, so we'll see. I mean, again, they got to remember it's one lap, so we don't know how well the car will hold on, how well it is in traffic. Part of the biggest issue with that stupid big old spoiler and little engine, the little engine and big spoiler, it's all momentum. You can get big momentum by drafting off a guy and get a good lap, and you really don't know how good the car is. Larson now at the top, but yeah. I want to know. That's why I like the big motor guys. You just like the good car always ends up at the top because they're good. Where this one it's kind of luck based. So Larson to the top of practice. I'm not gonna be surprised if he dominates the first half of the race. However, I do think with the longer race, I'm not sure if he'll hold on. I don't know that Kyle Larson's typically known for closing out really long races. He's not known for closing the deal and being fastest at the end, even if he's fast in the beginning. But anyway, now that I've shown that car off. The other thing is I will have a lot of eBays coming this week that I can't wait to show. They'll come out Tuesday afternoon. They'll be listed, and there's going to be some grails in there. There's going to be a Ryan Blaney dual autograph first win. There's also going to be a Kyle Busch 2019 Homestead car elite. There might be a Dale Jr. I can't remember which one it is. It's one of the early Busch Series wins. That also an elite. But yeah, there's going to be some good cars coming, so I can't wait to show those off, but that'll be later. All right, so yeah, I've now shown the Newman car off that was questioned earlier, so I had to make sure I got it in there. All right, who do you think will be in the second 2311 car next season? I don't know, because everyone talks like Harrison Burton's ready for Cup, but here's my biggest argument against Harrison Burton. He is consistently being outrun by Ty Gibbs in the same equipment. That's all I need to say. That's it. That's why I don't think Harrison Burton deserves it. I think DiBenedetto, Moffitt, obviously Gibbs isn't quite ready yet because of his age. But there are definitely more deserving drivers there. Do I have the 2015 Homestead race win? Not for sale, but I do have the elite. So sorry about that. Eric Jones, dark horse for Charlotte. What do I think? I like it. I like Jones. Do I do international shipping by chance? I read that either. So it is expensive, but I will do it. It's just a matter of basically anytime I sell something internationally, you got to pay for shipping. So if you're international and you want something, more power to you. But if you know it's expensive, that's just how it is. So eBay lets you do that too. So if I list something on eBay, it has its own international shipping program. So that's the one thing. But eBay will automatically calculate it. So when I'm looking at an item in the US, it'll say $10 shipping or $12 shipping. When you're in, say, Australia and you're looking at it, it's going to say $40 shipping because it knows it costs a lot more. So it's not, it's not something that I take discounts for. It's just something that if you want to pay for the extra to ship it, I'll do it. Who are my picks for Charlotte? Got to go with Larson, Hamlin, Elliott, and Kyle Busch. Yep, got to pick Jones, man. Got a diecast bought from eBay coming from Canada, and it's expensive. It is. I've shipped up to Canada a couple times, and I've also caught stuff in from Canada, and it is not cheap getting across the border there. They just... Man, if we could work better with our neighbor to the north, it'd be great. But it is not cheap. But at the same time, that's how the countries kind of stay competitive with each other. So that way you can buy stuff within the country instead. So makes it so you don't get too out of control where you're buying so much and importing too much. All right, Junior Motorsports promo car from 04. I remember that car. The 04 Junior Motorsports promo was a pretty cool looking car. Oh, there it is. That's my Brickyard Elite down there. What was I looking for? Oh, that was the other thing. I will have a Chase Elliott First Win Elite listed on that eBay list as well. So there will be a first win for Chase Elliott in Elite on there as well. So that'll be another one that'll be on there. That's actually out of my sister's collection. She decided she didn't... She wanted to do a little downsizing, and she kept his Kansas win that we both got to see in person. So the First Win Elite will be out there, and it's a really clean car. She takes good care of her stuff. So that'll be on eBay on Tuesday as well. So there'll be some good ones. There'll be, hopefully you guys have your stuff saved up, because I'm going to take it. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Where is that other car I was looking for? It was behind me somewhere. I must have lost it. I'll have to get to it later. I do also have a few NASCAR Authentics to get to that I have yet to get to. This has taken me forever. I didn't get to this one yet. That's old. I haven't got to this one yet. That's old. I haven't got to this one yet. That's old. And I haven't got to this one yet. And that's really old too. I also still haven't gotten to any of the new race win wave from it, with it like Hamlin's Daytona win, Keselowski's Bristol win, Logano's Vegas win, Custer's win, Blaney's win, and I don't remember. Truex's Martinsville win. That's the other one. So I got all those authentics to show you guys yet too, along with all the 164th. So we got tons of stuff to do. It's going to be a busy weekend, but hopefully you guys have your notification bell turned on so that way you don't miss them, because they're coming and they're going to come fast and furious. Oh, man. Rum and Coke is a good, soothing drink. Oh, let's see. Where did I put it? There it is. Nope, that's not it. Still looking. I'll find it. Yep, that's the Brad car. So, yeah, I already have those two counted for, but I will have a few more of those to come through. So, there'll be a good chunk of cars going up Tuesday, and I can't wait to show those off. But I got to do some sorting to make sure they're all ready to roll, because I'll have some new cars and old cars and fun cars and dumb cars, just a whole big old bundle of them. Let's see, what are we looking at time-wise? We're at 6:49. I got to see, I don't remember what time the race actually begins, so I'll have to take a look at that when it does decide to start eBay. I successfully canceled an order. Not sure what happened there. If for some reason thought that I decided to cancel something. Anyway, truck pick for tonight. I don't know if there's any Cup guys in the field, but if I just had to pick one at random, I'm gonna go with. Gotta go with John Hunter, man. John Hunter's been so good in the trucks. John Hunter, that's my pick. Sheldon Creed. Sheldon Creed's a good choice too. So, I do think Sheldon Creed will be fast, but I think John Hunter's I think he's gonna have the best car tonight. For some reason, John Hunter just seems to be dominating those truck races. This is another car going out on Tuesday. This is the Dale Earnhardt Jr. 1999 AC Delco Elite. So this is his second Busch Series championship car with the AC Delco. So that'll be a pretty cool one that I can't wait to. I say can't wait. I'll be able to make a review on, but then it'll go to a good new home. I'm not a collector of a lot of older junior stuff because I don't remember this era. I wasn't there. Why is Elliott so slow? It's practice. That's all I can say. It's just practice. I mean, I don't know that you've ever really seen him rip up the charts in practice because at the end of the day, if the car's not stable and you're fast, it doesn't help you much because if you get back in traffic, you can't go forward. So that's probably more what it is than anything. The Byron dual autographs is shipping June 7th. Okay, so that's closer than I thought. I can't wait for that one to come in. That'll be a nice add to the Custer one, which I am also sorting through the diecast collection this weekend, so that'll be a good one. Got a lot to do. There it is. All right, I'm going to get that car back up here. Oop, good move. I didn't leave that there. That thing would have fallen over and made a big old mess. Big old mess. All right, we're going to put this one back out in front just because I gotta look at it again, man. This is going to look so good. That's going to be a good one. I can't wait to have that. I have a few different things of Chase's championship gear coming in. I have the championship helmet, the mini helmet. I also have a few of those on this. I did get some of those on my side. I got the championship helmet, the championship mini helmet, which looks really good next to this. But man, I did not get enough of these in ARC or Elite to put on the site. That's the only thing I'm kind of regretting. I wish I got a few more of these, but they're good looking cars. I'll give them that. With a short spoiler, I mean, I'm glad they're being accurate and putting the right size spoiler on it. So. At first, I was really worried that they were just going to get lazy and put whatever spoiler they felt like, and it looks like they've done a lot better job of putting the correct spoiler shape and size on most of these cars. The real test is really going to come down to the Mustangs and the Toyotas, is if they're going to stick to the correct size spoiler on those, because I think Truex's was right for Martinsville, but Brad's was wrong for Bristol. So I'd like to see if they get Brad's short spoiler corrected for his Richmond win from later in the year. I hope they do, but there's really no way to tell for sure. But yeah, this is going to be a good-looking car. I can't wait to put that up next to the rest of them. Just a good-looking car up next to those other ones. Standard finish. The blue's a little weird. It looks a little dark on the blue, but not too bad. Very early champ picks. Right now I gotta pick Larson. I mean, it's just like he reminds me of Elliott last year. Lots of speed, can't win the races, but when it counts, I think he's gonna put them all together and just start ripping the field apart. Thoughts on Larson finally getting an actual sponsor? I'm personally happy to see Larson finally getting some backing. Absolutely. I think Larson kind of got the shaft when you think about it. I mean, he got a full year suspension. He got he lost his ride. He had to make a whole bunch of comeback stuff. And, the offense, to me, is not near as grave as some of the other things guys have come back from. I mean, you've got guys that have done so much worse, actually physically harming other people or assault or just these things that are just way worse. I mean, truly, they're worse. And poor Larson he makes a mistake for sure, but I mean, he got just thrown to the wolves out there, and man, I mean, he definitely paid for it. So at this point, I'm glad he's been able to kind of fight back from that, because I mean, there's no doubt about it that Larson made a mistake, but I mean, let's get real here. Would you rather have someone say something stupid or go out and physically hurt another human being? I mean, that's hard for me to make the decision, but then again, I mean, I kind of come from a different background where it doesn't matter what you say, it all only matters what you do, because you can say all the crap you want, but if you can't do anything, then you know who you truly are. But again, that's just my view on those things. It's to me, it's just, man, I'm glad he's getting backing and that people are kind of allowing him to move past it and not constantly trying to drag him for it, because people make mistakes. We're all human, man. We all got to get better. That's what we do. We wake up, try to get better, fail sometimes, go back to bed, make it better the next day. So speaking of that, the Larson thing, I actually have a kind of a neat thing I'm going to start looking at doing. I'm going to be doing some chassis swaps. Got the idea from somebody here on Instagram. They actually messaged me and showed me some of their chassis swaps on Xfinity cars, and I love it. So I have a few. I have an old Toyota off of a Tony Stewart, an old Chevy, and a couple of other old chassis that I'm going to use, and I'm going to start putting them under some of the old Xfinity cars I've got. And yeah, I'm really excited for that. I think that's going to be cool because I really like having a good heavy set diecast with some good engine detail. So that's going to be preoccupying some time. So I'll make a video on it if it turns out good, of course. If I have a bunch of trouble and it ends up bad, then you won't be seeing no video. But anyway, the other thing I will do is once I have the Patreon set up, I'm going to set up the cars all on a table that I have available so you guys can see them. I'm going to put some kind of groups of cars together so that way there's some options there. But that's going to be kind of a nice little deal. Is basically what you'll be able to do is log in on the website with your account, and you'll see different prices that are a little bit cheaper, depending on if you're the gold ARC. Actually, it'll probably just the ARC and elites that get a website discount. The gold will get exclusive other content, which is going to be things like, if you're in the top tier, you will be able to join in games. So when the NASCAR games comes out and I start hosting lobbies where we race, just for fun on a whatever night, you'll be able to be in that list of people who I invite to come race on stream. And so that's in the top tier. The other tier below that, there's going to be again, that's the website discount, and there's some other access to some other videos, or I think it was pictures and videos that'll get made. So there's a lot of things to get planned. I'll definitely, again, I am always trying to make sure I get people a good deal on things because I'm a consumer myself. I know what it's like. So that's definitely something that I'm looking at with when I get that stuff rolling in the future. When is the new NASCAR game coming out? I believe it's coming out in September, so we should be seeing it later this year. And it sounds like it's going to be a really good game. There's some really good developers getting behind it, so I'm pretty excited for that. And I'm really glad they're finally getting somebody that's got kind of a real racing game engine underneath it instead of, trying to make it arcade-like. Because I think that'll be one of the best blends, is if you can make it, fun for the casual guy, and, have things like thunder plates when you unlock paint schemes that way. Obviously, there can always be DLC and junk, but it is fun to have unlockable in-game content that kind of keeps you grinding and playing the game. Also, the online stuff being good. There's just so many opportunities, and I just hope they do a good job when they're seeking them out. Alrighty. Well, guys, it has been 52 minutes. Oh, one quick second here. What is my Instagram? I'd like to check out those chassis swaps. Does anyone know my Instagram? I think it's RaceCraze95. It might be RaceCraze. I can't remember. I don't honestly look at my name in there much, and I haven't posted very good a lot lately either. I've been really bad at that. So I'll hopefully be reorganizing a few things on how I do my daily stuff. So when I post a video, I'll post the pictures to Instagram, post the reminders with Twitter, just it'll be more of a better organization that way. But if anyone remembers, please do tell me or post in the comments what is the Instagram handle, because I don't actually remember. I think it's RaceCraze, but it could be RaceCraze95. So that would be where you want to check. CDNC in September or October. Okay, yep, that's the release for that game. Hope NASCAR 21 is good. I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on iRacing. Dude, iRacing, I've played it, and it's just not that fun. It's okay, and I'll show you guys. I'll do a stream sometime with it, but man, it's like too uber competitive, and it's just too unforgiving. It's really, the best way to put it is, you don't get the butt dyno. Is that the best way to put it? Is the butt dyno, which is where you're driving and you can feel the car, you can feel the front chatter, you can feel these things. With iRacing, you just feel the wheel shake. You really can't feel what it's trying to tell you, and that's the kind of part I'm not as big a fan of. We went high speed go-kart racing last weekend for my sister's birthday, and she actually was in the 98.8%. So she was like, 98th percentile in terms of speed. Obviously, I was 99, so I still beat her. 2 of the 3 races. The other one, she started up front, and I passed her twice, but I let her get back by because both of them were right as yellows came out. So I always I want to pass her fair and square under green. But But anyway, we had a lot of fun, but there was something about those carts where when you're driving and you could feel the front start to chatter, you could feel you could feel the rears kind of starting to break, but you could feel what the cart was going to do within the steering and some things like that. You can't do that on iRacing, and that's where I really struggle, and I'm just not a fan of it. Is because you put it in a corner and all of a sudden the wheel just starts shake, or it won't shake. You'll just see the car start drifting up the track, and there's really no warning or reason as to why. It's usually like you're going too fast or hitting the grass. I don't know, but the main thing is it's like you don't feel it. The wheel doesn't tell you anything. So that's just my personal opinion on it. I'm not a huge fan. There's some AI stuff that looks kind of fun, but I really want to get a few more. Maybe a few more laps in iRacing, but at the end of the day, I think the game's going to be better. And I have a steering wheel for it, so I can use that steering wheel for both iRacing and on Xbox, so that's a good sign. All right, next question. Thoughts on Patriotic schemes? I love them. I mean, one of my favorite paint schemes is that Jimmy Johnson 2014 Coke 600 car. Probably one of the best paint schemes ever, frankly. It's just gorgeous. Casey Kane's 2014 Daytona car from the summer. That one looked pretty cool. I like that one, the G.I. Jobs car. Who else had a really good Patriotic scheme? Not Bowman. I think Dillon's this year is pretty cool. I really like that one. That one looks really good. I like it. The Skittles car that Kyle Busch won at Chicago with is pretty cool too. Like there's some good Patriotic cars. So I'm a pretty big fan of that. Bubba's car, it's black, man. I love the red, white, and blue. Like that's my opinion. I love red, white, and blue. That's if you're gonna do a Patriotic scheme, it's got to be red, white, and blue. Or you can get away with the Warthog, the Air Force Warthog. That's a pretty good one too. You have the same shelf for your diecast. What do you mean? You're gonna have to let me know on that. It says ads. You're gonna have to get more specific there, Beep 12. I'm not sure if you're talking these. These aren't shelves. Those are 187ths in their glass case. Not glass, they're plastic. But yeah, 124. Are you talking these? Those cases? Because I actually got those out of a garage sale in your thumbnail. Yep, okay. Yep, those cases I got out of a garage sale. So, yeah, they're good cases. They can store a lot of cars, especially on a tabletop. I usually have another bookshelf style that I use. But I'm actually working with a guy on trying to create a good quality custom case where it will allow your cars to be up top, kind of waist on up. And then down below, so waist to feet, is where you will be able to store the boxes. So that way it all fits in the same cabinet. That's kind of my goal. So that way you can have all your cars on display, all the boxes are right beneath it, and then, it's a good quality display case where the spots for the cars are big enough that the wind card and stuff can go behind them, but not too big that it, stretches out and isn't, practical for storing more cars. So I'm working on that kind of thing, but these are all little works in progress. If I get one made and it goes well, it's going to be all wood, it's going to be glass, going to light up, it's going to be really expensive, but I'm going to see if I can find a way to make it cheaper. And building is fun. If you've ever done woodworking and other building with your hands, it's really fun. So hopefully if I can build a shelf and it works good, hopefully I can find a way to make it cheap so that way everyone out there can get one, or that wants one can get one. But, those are like $120 case. This type of thing would probably cost closer to like $700-800, but it would hold a lot more cars. So it'd be expensive for sure, but it would be a very nice case. And that's kind of my goal. But anyway, got the 07 Newman Kodak Dodge. That would go nicely with that also. Yeah, it probably would. Unfortunately, this is already spoken for. Not unfortunately for Justin, though. This is going to be a Daytona win for him. I actually had the pin just a second ago. I don't remember where I said it, but yes, he's going to have a nice Daytona pin with that one. Also, I recently acquired this pin. I haven't showed this off yet, but this is the 2011 Daytona 500 pin. So I have one pin to go. The 2018 Daytona 500 pin. That is the last one I need for the Daytona 500s. Also, I'm going to ask this one and see if you guys know. I am currently in search of two race cars in Elite that have been difficult for me to find, and I've had a lot of trouble getting. If you know what two those are, put it in the comments below. I've mentioned it probably a few times on stream and on videos, but if you know, post in the comments and I'll let you know if you're right or wrong. But let me know, what car do you think is the car that I have been searching for in Elite and I have not been able to find? There's two of them, and I'll let you know if it's right or wrong. But first one to guess, you get bragging rights. So, which two cars in Elite have I been searching for, standard finish here, that'll help too, standard finish, have I been searching for that are on my quote-unquote grail list? Oh, come on, somebody's got to have a guess, right? Raptor said he didn't even know. He didn't even make a guess. Come on, Raptor, you got to have a guess. Would it help? How about this? One's a Ford, one's a Chevy. How about that? Have I seen any of the Kyle Busch 2018 Coke 600 win? Well, I assume you've seen my video on it. So I did I showed that one off, but I don't know if there's any more of them. Like, I don't know where to find the other ones. That one was actually dual autographed by Kyle and Samantha, which was kind of cool. So, but yeah, that I don't know where you can find those at the moment. 2009 Brad win. That's a good one. It's definitely on my want list, but it's not on the highest one right now. So it is on my list, though, that 2009 Brad win. Jeff Gordon's final ride, I have it in color chrome. That's the only one I wanted. I saw the standard. I actually preferred the color chrome. I thought it looked amazing. So yeah, kind of an oddball there, but I did choose the color chrome on the Jeff Gordon final ride. Did I see Casey Kane race used car for sale? I sent it to you. Yes, I did see that. Obviously, it's out of my price range, but I would love to get a hold of an old car, whether it's Kane or Elliott, like Bill Elliott. That'd be cool. Is one of them a Chase Elliott? Yes, one of them is a Chase Elliott. Kevin Harvick champ car. Nope. The Homestead, again, another one of those cars like the Brad car on my list. I would love to get it, but it's not the grail I'm searching for. It's not on my gotta get list. It probably will be someday because I have all the other Homesteads except for Tony's in 2011, but it'll probably be on there someday. Baja Blast Elite. Nope, got that. First Xfinity win. I got that. Let's see. Chase Elliott truck win. Nope, I have that one. You're getting kind of closer, I guess. K&N Sonoma. Nope, got that. First win liquid color. I actually got that too. It's one of the oddballs. Kyle Busch, Indiana Jones Darlington win Elite. No, I have the ARC. Again, one of those things. Someday, if I can move it up to Elite, sure, I will. But it's not in my Grail search car right now. How about this? I'll give you a hint. The Chase Elliott car is not a race win, and it's from 2016. And the non-Chase Elliott car is from 2009. 2020 Kyle Busch diecast. Well, no. That'll be easy for me to get. That's easy, man. The 3M car? Nope, I've torn that to shreds. I took a 3M car and turned it into a Charlotte custom. I should say I had someone turn it into a custom. Darlington old school throwback. Nope, not that one either. Snowball Derby win? Nope, I have that one. I don't even think that was a snowball either. So I'm not sure if it's that one. Mountain Dew car, which one? There was two Mountain Dew cars. There was a Baja Blast and there was a playoff car from Dover. So you got to specify which one. And you got to specify because, hint, hint, it is one of the Mountain Dew cars. 2016 Patriotic. Do I have that one? I might have it. I either have the 2016 or 2017. I can't remember. They look the same. Yes, there you go, Tyler. USS had it right, but it is the playoff Mountain Dew car. The playoff Mountain Dew Elite is on my grill list. So if anyone ever finds one, message me on Instagram. Help me find it. That is on my list. That's it's the only Chase Elliott Mountain Dew car I'm missing because obviously I'm a huge Mountain Dew guy. So I have all his Mountain Dew cars except for that one. I've never gotten the Elite. People have always offered the autographed Elite. Don't want it. I want the one with the yellow windshield banner because the autograph has a black windshield banner because it was, they had to send the windshields off to get signed. And the correct one, in my opinion, is the one with the yellow windshield banner, which is the only in the non-auto Elite. So that's my current Grail. Grail is the 2019 Dover win. If it's an ARC, I saw one on Facebook a while back. It was not cheap, but it was there. So I think, your first race, got to get the Elite, man. If it's a race you saw in person, it was your first one, got to do the Elite. No other way. No ifs, ands, or buts on that one. Got to do the Elite. Also, you are correct, CDNC 22. The 2009 Kensett Daytona win in Elite, I have the ARC, but the Elite of 2009 is my last Daytona 500 car, and I'll have them all in Elite that I'm looking for. So those are my two grails at the moment. Those are the two that, like, when I'm, got a free minute and I'm just kind of browsing around, I'll hop on eBay and I'll type those two in. 2009 Daytona Elite, boom, nope, never won there. 2016 Elliott Mountain Dew Elite, boom, nope, never won there. So those are the two that just, I search randomly here and there, and I've never come up with one yet. But someday I will get a hold of one. That's my goal. So actually, another thing I was going to show off quick. This is a car that is going up on Tuesday. It is DIN 999 of 999. So it's the very last car, and it's the 21 Elliott Sadler Air Force car. So kind of a weird one, but I actually really like it. Let's see. Can I make 2008 Amp Energy 500 wrecked version? I can try. Gosh dang it. I kind of feel bad now. I actually have a 2008 Dale Jr. Amp car, and I wrecked the thing. I was playing around with it, beating it up to try and see how I would do race damage. I was using a sander. By the way, you don't use a sander to scrape the paint up. You just use paint, because a sander just like rips it down to bare steel. So you actually are better off using like paint, but live and learn. I mean, it was a scrap car because I think the wing was busted, but yeah, I wrecked a 2008 Junior car, unfortunately. So that's unfortunate. And I think I sold one last week, so had you done it last week, I would have still had one. I would like to get the Harvick 2016 Bristol, but I haven't been able to find it. That car has gotten very difficult to find. It's a cool car. I liked that Busch Booyer car. I sold the ARC hoping to get the Elite, and then the Elite's dried up, and so now I'm stuck without it. But another one of them cars, kind of like the other ones, where someday I'll try to get a hold of it, but I'm definitely more patient with those. I'm willing to overpay on the Elliott and the Kensett one, because those are two I've really searched for. Those other ones, like the Homestead, the Bristol, the 09, if I find a good deal on one, I'll pick it up, but it's not quite to that degree yet. I have a Dale, or a 03 124 Dale Jr. car with Dale Jr.'s name on the hood, and it's a pretty cool car. Yeah, that would be actually the Junior Motorsports car, I would believe, because they couldn't use Budweiser with the alcohol thing for kids. So it was a kid promotional car type thing, so they couldn't have Budweiser, so they just put Junior's name on there instead. That was your first race. So which one's your first race? Oh, 2016 Bristol. Yep. If it's your first race, got to do the Elite, man. I will say, I actually don't have an Elite of my first race, because it was 2012 Pocono, and I found somebody selling a dual autographed Pocono custom from 2012. So I was okay with that. That was why that's why I decided to go that route, is because I had a custom 2012 that was dual autographed. Otherwise, I would have waited for the Elite. But I mean, dual autographed is cool. Joe Gibbs and Joey Logano, like, that to me is pretty cool. So I had to keep the ARC for that one. Let's see here. Not sure what race he used the scheme for. Which scheme was that? Oh yeah. No, I don't know if that was an actual scheme. I think it may have been a different one. Can I say your name? It's Owen. Well, welcome in, Owen. I'm glad you're having a good time at the stream. Hopefully we can get more entertaining and play some games here later in the weekend. Right now I'm on the phone, but when I get back on the computer, we can play some games. Kyle Busch, number 5 California first Cup race win. Do I have it? I do not. That's one of the first wins, is that Kyle Busch car, but I'm gonna try and get an Elite. I found a couple ARCs, but they're a little too much. So found the Truex one for $250. It's a little high, but hopefully that goes down. I don't think it will. I shouldn't say I don't think it will. I think you can find a cheap one at some point, but I don't think you're going to be sitting there swimming in a bunch of them that are way, way less. Kind of like the Kyle Busch Coke 600 car. I picked it up last week, the dual autograph one for like $200 or something, which is high, but at the end of the day, I think the Elite runs for $175, and dual autographed, I figure, you know what? I will probably have way harder trouble finding it for probably the same amount that I'm going to spend now, so I'm just going to jump for it. So when am I getting the Prius? Oh, I got to do a raced version of that Prius too, when I crashed it, or not crashed it, when I hit that stupid deer. So I'll have to do one there. That'll be fun. Actually, that's a cool thing. So Kyle Busch's number 5 California first win, that car I actually have the pin for. I thought it was the 2016 Sony HD 500, which is one of the races that Casey Kane won. So I've been trying to pick up his pins, and it was 2005 instead. So I actually have Kyle Busch's first win, the race pin, that I'm kind of waiting to pair with a car. So got the Chase Elliott 2020 champ win in 164th, and the chrome. Ooh, that blue chrome looks good too. I actually have the that chrome Daytona win, so that chrome and blue looks good. Kyle Busch 200 win, 124th. Yep, that's a good one. I have the Auto Club car. There's also a what do you call it? There's a Icon, which is an all chromed out Elite. They have an Icon car for that 200 win, and it is really expensive, but man, it looks pretty darn cool. Can I do a room tour? I mean, not really. I can, but it's not going to look very good because right now I'm in the process of basically packing all these up and getting ready to move. So, unfortunately, none of them are out. So that's the problem. Kyle Busch, 2011, 13 nationwide wins. Nope, I'll find those if I'm looking for them. I actually recently did picked up that Coke 600 car, so that's why I got to focus on selling a few more this weekend. Because here, I'll show you. Here's the room tour, just so you guys can see it. So there's my tripod. Just so you know. First of all, here's the cool thing about the tripod. The tripod is a car tripod piece that is stuck to a base of an old trophy that I unbolted. That is the high-end technology of the Race Craze network. Right there. Look at that. I had to stick a bolt in here because it was busted and wasn't sticking well. This is some high-quality stuff right there. That's my magic. Then I got this, my rum and Coke. I need more. Anyway, so there's all the 187s. That is my own Grail. That is my favorite car. This one I got signed in Bristol, so you can see it right there. I got it signed in Bristol, and the signature ended up perfect, which Elliot is not known for good signatures. I was really happy to get a good-looking signature out of that car, because it is not very often you get a good signature out of an Elliot. It's usually all crowded up in one corner, but he got a good signature on that one. Anyway, the rest of my table here, there's the 164ths I just did. Those are going to go on the shelf with the 164ths. That's all eBay stuff, except for that one up there. That one is actually broken underneath. I got to do some repairs to. Those two, that's a box for one. That's also a box for another repair. These are all my races that I've seen in person. That's kind of a collection that is currently full. So as soon as the Harvick Bristol's in, now I'm in trouble because now I'm out of space. So these are all my in-person wins. Down here is the box. That's all the in-person boxes. These are a bunch of 187s that I have sitting around that just don't have a place to go right now. Let's see here. Let me answer some chats, and I'll go to the other side of the room. I got to keep it on the charger here. So, okay. Yes, high tech. Isn't that great? I have a signed Jeff Gordon, and it's oops, there we go. Whoops, there we go. It's hard to get. Yeah, I have Jeff Gordon is a tough one to get a signature for. I've never gotten his autograph yet. Can't seem to find the Almirola 2018 Talladega car. I agree. I sold mine originally, thought I wouldn't really want to keep it, and then I decided kind of later on, nah, I think I want to keep this car. So I found one. Somebody was unloading it for $70 in the Elite, so I picked that up, and thank goodness, because it's been really hard to find since then. So I was really glad I was able to grab that one. What races am I attending this year? So I am going to. I've already went to the Kansas race in the spring where Kyle Busch won, so I'll have that car coming. I will also be going to the Bristol night race. I will also be going to the Kansas fall race. And tentatively, I will be going to the 2022 Daytona 500. Looks like it's going to be a full crowd, which is my biggest goal. I wanted to go this year, but I said I want to be at a full crowd Daytona 500. I got to get the full experience. So that'll be my goal for next year, as long as everything goes smooth. We'll be at the Daytona 500 next year. But that's all I have for cup races. I will also be at the truck race at Knoxville. I will be at SRX at Knoxville. And I will be at the Knoxville Nationals. So there will be some three races down at Knoxville that I'll be going to as well. Can't find it in 124th or 64th. I don't know if they made it in 64th. But yeah, those 24ths are going to be hard to come by. I'm going to make a Pocono. I got pit passes, so I'll bring my Logano AAA Elite and get it signed. That'll be awesome, especially I think the drivers are going to start loosening up as far as being allowed to go and talk to fans and stuff, I hope. Let's see. Kevin Harvick, Martinsville Tide Truck. I did see that one on eBay recently. I thought that was kind of cheap. I think that goes for over 100 usually, but yeah, I'm not a huge Harvick fan, so I'm not usually searching for his wins unless they're iconic, like the Darlington or the Charlotte, or some of those 2014 wins that are pretty cool. That's my opinion, but those are the ones I'm kind of looking for, if anything. Gonna try and go to Bristol night race, especially since he's running the night owl. Oh, he's running the night. Oh, now I'm really glad he's running the night owl. I love that car. I didn't get to see it run yet. I've seen the Mountain Dew car run, which was awesome, and I've seen the Hooters Spirits car run, but I have yet to see the Night Owl. So I'm glad he's running that. That's exciting. Pocono should be good. You get a doubleheader. I was actually supposed to go to Pocono last year before COVID, so I had tickets, I had everything, and then we basically got kind of hosed out of it because of COVID. So, but yeah, I was originally supposed to go to Pocono last year for the doubleheader. Just pre-ordered my second Elite of 2021, the Busch Interstate Batteries 124th. My first Elite, and is the Blaney 2020 Menards. Oh, okay, your first Elite was the 2021 Talladega win. Well, Mystery Man, I hope you were able to find it on my website and use the promo code. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, I think I have that one on there. And I do want to point this out because I just got it right here, so I want to make sure I show you. Maybe. Is this the right box? I think this is the right box. I got to do some digging. Give me a sec. There we go. Okay, yeah, Mystery Man. Your first car was the 2020 Ryan Blaney Talladega win. This is the event pin from that race. So if you're interested in it, you can send me a message, and I will. I've got these. I don't have them listed on my site, but if you're interested, I do have a couple of these because I was going to put them with some Blaney Talladega wins, and I couldn't get any. So I have pins, but I didn't have cars. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to get a hold of some pins when I can, and then pair them up with cars because I think that's kind of a cool thing to do. I can actually show you guys the pins I have, and show you how I'm going to pair them up. So these are for the Logano win from last year's Kansas win. I got a few of these. This is for the Harvick Michigan win. One of them, I should say. I also have this pin here. This is from Ryan Blaney's Atlanta win for this year. I have a few of those. Let's see, what other ones do I have? I have, let's see, there's one. I have this one here. This is from Kyle Larson's Las Vegas win. So I've got like a few of those. And then I have this one here. This is from the Yellowwood 500 at Talladega. This is Denny Hamlin's Talladega win. So I got a bunch of pins, and I try to get the race win cars so I can pair it to them. So that's something that hopefully I can, once I secure enough pins, I know how many I can kind of offer, and I can put them on the site, but haven't gotten to it all yet. So that'll be, again, that's kind of one of those things that I offer first to Patreon guys, and then second to the rest. So. Goes down smooth. All right. I'm only going to the first two races, though. Wait, you're not going to the second day? I mean, you're already there. You may as well, right? Unless you got a long way to go. That's the only downside to NASCAR on Sundays is if you got too far to drive, you can't make it. Going to the championship, awesome. That should be fun, Raptor. Going to that, I envy that. I really want to go. Race Craze, what music do I listen to? I listen to a mix of 80s rock, early 2000s rock, orchestra music, like Two Steps from Hell, and what's his name? Brian Tyler, and some other composers. So yeah, kind of a random mix of stuff, not gonna lie. Not country, I can tell you that much. I shouldn't see it not country. Country's not bad, but fake country. I hate fake country. The pandery country, can't do it, man. Can't do it. I do not absolutely love rap, you liar. Buy which one to make it a custom. Now I gotta go back up and see your last message. Scrolling up. Oh my gosh, how far up am I scrolling here? No, I don't want to get that one to make a custom, man. That'd be expensive. I've listened to Bon Jovi. Let's see. How long till you get your Alex Bowman win? Yeah, it's gonna be November. Unfortunately, I don't get him any sooner than anyone else. So the both the Richmond and Dover will probably be November/December area. Yeah, you can message me on Facebook or Instagram about the pin. I can work with either of those. So, going to the championship race. I think you already sent that once. 2009 Jimmy Johnson Dover 2009 ADC 124th. ADC, what is that? ARC, is that what you're saying? I actually have the 09 Martinsville Elite for that Johnson scheme. I actually got a second one, so I have that on eBay right now. So I've actually got, I had a lot of Jimmy Johnson wins I got in the last month, and I'm really happy with those. Supposed to go last year, but you didn't get picked. That's a bummer, especially because Chase won. But if you're not a Chase fan, hey, Byron might win it this year, so it might be worth it. Oh, it's a late model. Wait, it's a late model. Hold on a minute. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, the dirt late model. Yes, I've seen those. The only dirt late models I collect are the Casey Kane cars, which are basically the Prelude cars. But I do get sprint cars, and I do offer sprint cars. So I actually have a lot of sprint cars coming. Like I put in a huge pre-order with like loads of these 118 sprint cars that are coming out. So I can't wait to show those off. With being so close to Knoxville, I mean, sprint cars are, I mean, this is the sprint car capital of the world over here, man. Let's see. Tickets are for family friends. We only got them for 1 and 2. Oh, okay. Well, at least you get to go, so it's still good. Do I have any dirt or dirt Bristol pins? No. Wait, truck. I don't think they made the truck race. If they did, I did not see any. I've seen the cup race, but man, people were spending crazy money. So I don't have any dirt pins from Bristol. Those were a hot commodity. I never got a hold of any of them. But I do not know if they made a specific one for the truck race. When do you get your Elliott's next race win from 2020? The Roval, Martinsville, and Championship car are probably all going to come out in about a 3 or 4 week span, and I don't think we're going to be seeing those until probably August. I hope it's sooner, but I'm just being realistic. It's probably August or September. Jeff Gordon 1999 Superman car. Oh, I know. Yeah, the champion one. They so the Superman cars, they ran as a set. Like all the champions of motorsports ran a Superman car. Like Dale Jr. ran one. The 16 truck, I can't remember who it was, ran one. He ran one for the Cup one. They ran one in NHRA. This I think Kinzer ran one in the Outlaws. Like it was a whole thing where every motorsport champion ran a Superman scheme. So that was pretty cool. My current 124th has no order. Dude, tell me about it. You want to see my 124th? Oh yeah, I didn't finish going around the room because I'm catching up on chat. All right, hold on. Before I get distracted, I'm gonna catch up on chat. What am I hitting? What's going on? There we go. I'm gonna catch up on chat, and then we're gonna go back around the room. Okay. Bill Elliott Prelude. I have actually had one of those as well, but I decided against it. They made MTJ raced version ships in November. That's got to be the Phoenix or one of the early. Oh, the Bristol truck. Yes, I do have the Bristol truck coming. Oh yeah, I will have almost every raced win coming for at least a review. It doesn't mean I'll keep them all, but I will have a review, and being I can put them on my website, I will have almost every raced win. My goal is to someday have every single car reviewed, pictured. Doesn't mean I keep it, but at least I have a whole record of them that I can kind of track. Jimmy Johnson 2020 fell. That was, I think 2013 is when he ran the green car, because it was in the Gen 6 car. But my favorite 2012 car for Johnson was that Dover win. Or not Dover, Darlington. That throwback win was awesome. The Alex Dover win is supposed to release on 4/30. Oh my gosh, that is so far away. Man, that a whole year. That's surprising. They all did Superman. Yep, that was something they did. Cindric's 124th Homestead. I think you mean the Phoenix, but yes, I will have Cindric's his Phoenix win, not necessarily the championship car, but I will have the Phoenix win. They have a Carl Edwards late model. Yeah, the Prelude cars were awesome. I actually had a big load of them I was able to do videos on a while back, but I only decided to keep the Casey Kane ones. What do you think the sign for Jimmy and 2020 JJ Phoenix race one will ship? The signed versions? I don't know. I'm actually getting the torch set. So when those torch sets come in, I'm pretty excited for that. NASCAR Bascar people. You were there also. Oh crap! That's so long ago. I don't remember what I was saying. What? Well, now Owen is sad. I don't know why. Cheer up, Owen. It's a good day. Carl Edwards 2007 Ford Fusion on eBay, $12, no shipping. I actually have I have some custom Carl Edwards from 2007 still that I got from Justin Askins a while back. It was green, and it was a weird green, like, oh, if it was the Emerald car. So the Emerald was a green and white, but maybe he ran a different green car in 2012 that I'm not remembering. You're only there for the Cup race. I can't remember which one we were talking about already. Now I gotta go back. I'll have to look. I need somewhere else. Too many back. You guys are blowing me out of the water here. Have a pre-order torch set not until 10:30. Yeah, there's a lot of things pushed back, so that's okay. That'll make room because when I get all those sprint cars in, I'm gonna have a big old bill on that one. But luckily, the sprint cars are popular in Iowa, so I can't wait to move some of those to some local guys. Okay. Oh, the Dover win. Truex won Dover? No, he didn't. Did he? No, Bowman won Dover. Okay, yeah, no, I'm right here. Got the Tech 333, Mr. Clean. Oh, yep, that was pretty good. When I got 2021 wave, I didn't get a 2021 wave. That wasn't my video. You're watching someone else's videos. I'm gonna be like a jealous ex-girlfriend now. Anyway, let's do the rest of the room tour here. Room tour, quote unquote. I'm gonna spin my chair around once, and that's all I can do. So here's my right side. These are my Daytona 500 wins, except for a couple of these on top. But all these in here, you can see there's the 2016 Hamlin Daytona win elite. But all my Daytona wins are in this bin. We also have a bunch of elites here. Those are going on the site or on eBay. Some of these are going on eBay. Some of these are customs. You can just see all the cars piled up here. Now let's get up. Go back here. Got some lids. That is a stack of stuff that came out of one bin. So that's all Kyle Busch and Matt DiBenedetto cars because I had to use the bin to put some snowmobile gear away. Over here is a bin of, this is Carl Edwards and Martin Truex, a couple of those. In that bin, or on top of the bin. The bin is actually full, so there's also a bin full of cars in there. Bin full of cars down in there. Over here, this is all Casey Kane cars. These are non-race win and non-standard paint scheme. So this is just kind of like, I got the throwback car. This is actually a number 43 car in a donor box. Quaker State Elite, just all, there's a WRL prototype. These are all Casey Kane cars that are not basically the standard paint scheme of the year or race wins. So that's where those are all at. Standard paint schemes, basically 2004 to 2018 in the green bin there, except for 2017. It didn't fit, so it ended up in here. This bin is actually all Casey Kane dirt cars. So this is a Casey Kane Racing Darren Pittman sprint car. That is a I believe that's the Darren Pittman 2018 sprint car. There's another sprint car. These are mostly sprint cars, but we'll have some late models here. So you can see that's a Budweiser late model. That's a Budweiser late model. That's a quarter midget or a Chili Bowl midget. So yeah, that's all Casey Kane dirt cars there. Let's see, what's this shelf? This shelf is stuff that is all, I think, just waiting to find a bin. All of these are Jimmy Johnson wins right here. This is, like I said, I recently was able to find a whole bunch of these. This is the Dover or the Darlington set. So this is that car where there's a Jimmy Johnson car and then the 3 other Hendricks in 1/64th. These are the only cars I'm keeping from Johnson's final year, which is the final ride will be one, but then the throwback, the Ally rally car, and the basic Ally car. Ross Chastain's throwback. I'm keeping that one. I'm not keeping this one. This is the Melon Man car. That's probably going to end up on the website or somewhere because it's a cool car. It's okay, but I wasn't thrilled with the Melon Man car. It looked okay, but it's just not one that I'm going to keep. But the rest of these are all Jimmy Johnson wins all the way down to here. We got 2009 Indy win, 2010 Vegas. There's just a whole bunch of these. I actually have all the 2016 wins finally. Homestead, Charlotte, Martinsville, Fontana, and down here is Atlanta. So I have all of his championship ones there. So here we go. This is the championship cars, 2011 through 2019. There you see the 2019 championship car for Kyle Busch. This is the one with the logo on the roof. So there's the oh crap, the flap fell out. There we go. So there's the championship one. So I have Stewart, Keselowski, Johnson, in order, 2013 or 2011 through 2019, and hopefully we'll add a chase to that in our ARC because I want to keep that set together. I'm going to put this in a different place than my chase collection, so I actually might need a second one. As dumb as that sounds, I know it sounds dumb, but it makes sense because maybe someday I don't keep these, but I want to keep that elite. So, all right, well, let's go to the other side of the shelf. Other side of the shelf, we have a pellet gun here. Used that to kill a possum once. That was dumb. Stupid possum. If it would have just moved, would have been fine. I didn't want to kill the dumb thing. I just wanted to get it out of the tree where it was messing up all the stuff. But instead it sat there and got shot 25 times and died. So, oops. Anyway, over here. So these are all truck wins that range all the way from 2016 to the present. It's most truck wins. I didn't get a couple of them because they were boring and bland. But most of the truck wins are in this stack here. And down in this stack here, this is more Xfinity. So there's a couple of trucks on this end, but then it goes into the Xfinity cars. These are Xfinity wins from 2017 till now. So I have most of those. As you can see as we get down the list, there's Justin Haley's. That's the most recent. We got Chase Briscoe's. We got Kyle Busch's. We got Harrison Burton's. Who's this? Ryan Reed. Hi, bud. How you doing? I'm gonna sneak in right here. He's very attention hungry. But yeah, so that's all the Xfinity cars there. And then I got a Natalie Decker truck up here. It was gonna get used for a custom, but it ended up not happening. I got a couple of Dale the movie cars left. These are the only two I haven't moved yet. These are some Dale Earnhardt Jr. Elites. Now this is my website. So this is all the stuff that I'm trying to move or get in and out, kind of rotate. So I had to make sure it had its own shelf. This is the 164th shelf. So all of these, it's not a Hitler stash, it's a Moffitt stash. All right, I'm gonna correct you right now there, Eagle Eye. So these here are the 164th. This is all the new stuff. So this is stuff that these are. I have a row of all-star cars, and as I said, all-star, like any 64ths are just hard to move, or not hard to. I say hard to move, but like, who wants to pay $8 for this car and then have to ship it for like $7? That's $15 for one of these. Ridiculous. However, when you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them at closer to like $6.50 a piece, it's a lot better deal. So that's what I want to do. That's what the Patreon thing is going to be a lot of that for, is like bulk discounts if you're getting a lot of 164ths and easier shipping, a lot of that kind of stuff. And there's the 2021s. They're over here just so they're separated because there was a price hike in there. So all of these are a little more expensive than these over here. We also have one Jimmy Johnson throwback helmet in the minis version there. And then we'll have to go back to the other side. These bins are full of cars as well. I believe I've got some Truexes and some Harvicks in these, but they're just full, ready to move. And I say move like move to a new house. So there's the Chase Elliott Champion helmet. I've got 3 of those. I was going to pair them with the diecast, but I couldn't get a hold of any, so that's unfortunate. And then this is all stuff for the site. So I kept their boxes, so they're all ready to ship. All of these have been inspected. That's why I go through them and look at them. I open them all up and make sure. I've caught 3 defects so far, so I'm already glad, because that would have been about $60 in shipping back and forth that I've just saved by doing a little extra legwork, so I'm really glad I did that. But yeah, so these cars are all ready to ship. Same with down there. Those are all cars that are ready to roll, ready to go out the door. This is actually one too. That's the Hamlin Homestead car with, kind of hear it, but there's a pin, an official pin from that race in there as well. Let's see, there's some in here. These are actually some custom. This is not a custom, but these are some custom ones in here. That's a couple Dale Juniors from 04. Carl Edwards, another, what's down there? Casey Kane, 06 Dodge Dealers. Oh, yeah, that one's getting turned into a custom for Atlanta, I think. But that's going to be a custom of one of Kane's wins from 06. Then we go across the floor. You can see I've got a bunch over here. These are what I'm still organizing, trying to figure out which pile they go in, keep or eBay. Over here, this is where I have an old bed. Works for when company comes over. Luckily, they haven't had to. But there's the wave I haven't gotten to yet. That's all the new stuff from 2021, or the race win wave. That's these are just cars I've had for years and I never knew what to do with. So I got some of these at racetracks, and some of these were on clearance. Like I think there was a clearance for $2 a car, so I got a bunch of Canes. You can see all the Canes that are in here. The Mountain Dew one's like my favorite. But then there's that Homestead car I got at the Bristol Tents. I got that at the Bristol Tent. That was at the Bristol Tent, and that was at the Bristol Tent. So just picked up a few. And then here's where some of the authentics end up. I'm sure some of you guys are cringing because they're all piled on top, but I promise they haven't gotten beat up too bad. So you can see that's all the 164th, and there's a mix. This is not all new stuff. I have some old ones in there from my childhood, but those got beat to hell because they were in a backpack a lot, and yeah, they were for my childhood. That's what they did. They did their job. This shelf over here is stuff I don't have boxes for, so I bought an entire Jeff Gordon collection, which was like every race win or most of his race wins. And the only downside is none of them had boxes, but they're really good looking cars. So you can see we got the Texas win, we got the Talladega win, a lot of good Jeff Gordon cars. But again, unfortunately a lot of them don't have boxes, so I don't have a place to store them. These are 3 Briscoe cars I was able to get a hold of. These are getting turned into Bristol customs. So I got to practice, make sure I can do a good job, and then I'm going to turn these into some Bristol cars. So I got 2 of them are getting kept for me and my sister, and the other 2 are going to go to the eBay page or maybe on the website. Not sure yet. Got to see if I do a good job yet. These are 2 cars that are also going to get turned into customs. Denny Hamlin 06 and the Robbie Gordon car. Those are both race-winning cars, so those are going to be customs. These are going to be donor customs, unless I think that Moffat's kind of popular, so I might let that one go to somebody just so that way I don't waste a good car. But that one's pretty easy to find, and that one's pretty easy to find. So that's going to be his Michigan win from 2016, I think. And then this is going to be his Kansas win from last year. And that one is supposed to be his Iowa win. But again, same deal as the last one. Basically, I said, well, if this car is really hard to find, I don't want to waste a good one. So I'll find another one of those or something like that. So. And then this is one of the cars that might end up on the eBay page. I got to check yet because I still got to get a Phoenix custom for... I have a Phoenix custom. I have to decide if I want to use this as a Phoenix custom or if I want to keep my current Phoenix custom and let this one go. But beautiful Red Bull car there. So yeah, that's my other shelf over here. I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, the rest of it. Oh, I do have a little bit more. As I said, it's a bit of a mess. That's what my goal for tomorrow is. I'm supposed to have this whole thing cleaned up. We're gonna do a whole list of what I have videos on and whatnot. Those are empty boxes. Those are empty boxes. That's a bin of dog toys, I guess. This is my Casey Kane Race Win collection over here. They get their own case, and you can see I've actually started acquiring pins. The All-Star Race, the Coke 600, the Pocono Race. I haven't found Sonoma yet. Also, I did get Atlanta. So there's the 2009 Atlanta win. That's a custom. The dual win. Go over here. We got the Coke 600 pin and the Elite 2012 New Hampshire win. Need to get the pin for that. The Bristol. Pocono again. Atlanta pin. And I did get the Brickyard 400 pin. So that's a cool pin for his last win. Let's go over here. I am so happy with this collection. You can see we got the pin for the 06 race at Charlotte when he won. That is an 06 Fontana car. That's an 07. Is 07? No, that's 06. That's Vegas. This one's Fontana. This is Bristol. That's a beautiful Bristol car. I love that car. Actually, somebody just asked me today about that one. But no, I will not sell, so sorry. And then we got his 2014 Xfinity car and the Charlotte truck. Speaking of Charlotte truck, that race is going to be going soon, so we're going to finish these up quick. Casey Kane's first win with the pin. Atlanta win with the pin. Texas win, no pin. Coke 600 win with pin. Michigan win, no pin. And Fontana win, no pin. So we're missing some pins, but I'll get there. And my last rotating case. This is the last of my diecast collection that we're looking at. I have a few more I'll talk about, but this is my Brett Moffitt case. You can see here I got the Grail of the Moffitt collection, which is the Don Valley North. Then we got Plan B autograph. All these are autographed except for that one, but you see we got the Plan B cars that are autographed, and then the 02 car. I've got both of those in autographed. We rotate it in 90 degrees. There we go. We've got Atlanta win, Michigan win, Phoenix win, Homestead win, Chicagoland win custom, and Canada win custom. You might notice I'm missing Iowa, and I'm missing Chicago and Bristol. Those are all in my seen in person case. The last one's over here, Noah Gragson. You can see there's the Switch 18 truck. That's a tough one to find for a lot of people. The Safe Light truck, Switch car, Lionel car, Plan B car, and one more 90-degree turn, and we'll be at the last of the Noahs, which is his Bass Pro Shops win and his Plan B win. So that's my room tour, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed. I got some pins here I got to sort through and stuff. But in general, that is kind of all I got. You can see my humble setup over here. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I think the truck race is on. So hope you guys all head over to the group to there. Yeah, looks like it started just a couple minutes ago. So hope you guys all head over, watch the truck race, have a good time. But I hope, hope this video's been fun and the hangout's been fun. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop over to the truck race, and we'll see you guys all in the next diecast review.